Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Fairway Finders Golf YouTube channel. My name's Harrison, his name's Tom.
I'm Tom.
And today we're coming at you with a little short game video. So we are firstly going to explain how we want to use our imagination around the greens, okay? You want to visualise the golf ball travelling through the air, you want to visualise what it's going to do when it lands, and then it's about picking the appropriate shot for the right situation. Those shots are going to be your standard stock shot, a low bump and run, a high lofted chip, flop shot and a bunk shot.
Yes. But first, using your imagination. So, before you even think about pulling a club out the bag, we need to use our imagination around the green. Now, in these three scenarios I'm going to show you, this being the easiest of the three, this isn't going to take a lot of your imagination. We can just roll this one up. With this shot here, we haven't got anything to go over. We can just dink it onto the green and the ball's going to run out nice and true to the hole. But come over here with me. Now in this scenario, we need to use our imagination and thinking about the topography of the land. From the ball to the hole, we've got this hump to go over. So straight away, we need to thinking about a more lofted shot, landing it a little bit closer to the hole, and it hasn't got as much run out. But there's one more scenario I'd like to talk you through. Now in this final scenario, yes, we've still got a bit of topography to think about. We have got a bit of a hump here, but we've also run out of runway. The ball's going to have to come out a lot higher in this one, land soft, not as much run to it, but because we haven't got the green to work with. We're going to run through this in a little bit more detail in the 5 shots we're going to show you, but just think, before you pull that golf club out, use your imagination.
Okay, so first things first, we've got our stock chip shot. In this situation here, we've got a little bit of grass to go over and we're only going to land that ball a couple of yards on the green, so it's going to be a nice stock chip. So, T, first things first, set up. I want those feet a club head width apart, nice and narrow, okay? Ball position is going to be right in the centre of your stance, and you want 70% of your weight on the left leg, okay? The leg closest to the hole. Perfect. And then we want to draw a straight line with the shaft from the golf ball up through your hands. We don't want any lean either way. And now this little bit of structure here that we've created, like a triangle, we're just going to keep that throughout the swing. You're going to rock your shoulders and brush the grass with the back of the golf club. That ball's just going to pop up nicely in the air for you. That's it. Right, T, let's see it.
Land it 2 yards on. Good, landed it a tiny bit further than I wanted to, but came out nice and high.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Let's see another one.
So this is my 50-degree wedge, this as well.
Yeah. Again, just visualise how that ball's going to roll out when it hits the green. Oh, lovely. Very good.
Very good.
Very good. Again, guys, club selection on this, you don't need a really high lofted wedge. Just use your 50-degree or your pitching wedge to get a nice little bit of elevation. Don't need anything too much loft.
Best one so far, that.
Yeah, good shot.
Perfect.
Right, okay. Shot 2.
Shot 2.
Shot 2.
Right, so shot number 2, and going back to our imagination here, we're in a different scenario. We've got a lot of green to work with and not a lot of trouble to get over. So we're going to land this a hell of a lot shorter and the ball's going to do a lot more running out. So first of all, what club have you gone with, mate?
Gone for 8-iron.
Gone with 8-iron, perfect. And the technique isn't too dissimilar to what we've just said in shot number 1. All we've got to think about is the ball flight here. Like I've just said, the ball's going to land a lot shorter and it's going to roll a lot further. So using our imagination, asking ourselves the questions, where do we want the golf ball to land and what is the golf ball going to do once it lands? Where are you going to land this, mate?
Probably about 3 yards on.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and that's like, I don't know, it's not even a quarter of the way there, is it?
No, absolutely
You know?
not, no. Quite a good rule of thumb with shots like this is to try and land it 25% of the way and it's going to run out 75% to the rest of the way to get there. Not always true, but a good rule of thumb to work with. So, running through that technique once more, feet club head width apart, ball's in the middle of our stance. We're going to favour our weight onto our left hand side. We're going to keep that structure of the triangle created from left arm, shoulders and right arm. Rock your shoulders back and forth. Focus on your landing area and get the right distance to the shot. A little bit like that.
A little bit past.
Perfect, tiny little bit too far past. So the imagination was correct then. you just hit that slightly too hard, you overshot your landing zone, so that's
Yep.
why that ball went a little bit further. So try and land it a little bit closer this time, mate. Perfect.
It's the one rolling out nicely.
That's the one. Perfect. Go on, hit one more for me there, please, H. Again, we're not getting too diggy into this. We've assessed the lie on this scenario. It's a nice lie. We can get away with this shot. We don't have to do anything too dissimilar here. And get it running out just like that.
Bit like that.
Perfect. Right.
Shot 3.
Shot 3.
Bosh. Okay, so shot number 3 is going to be the high lofted chip shot. In this situation here, we've got a little bit of a rise in the ground going up to the green that we need to actually get onto. So if we hit a normal chip shot, the landing angle of the ball is going to be too shallow, it's going to run out too far. Therefore, we're going to get a bit of a higher trajectory, land it 1 or 2 yards on, that ball's going to stop a lot faster with a steeper landing angle. So to hit the ball higher, we're just going to use more loft.
Yes.
What club have you gone for?
I've gone lob wedge, my 58 degree.
Perfect. Okay, so nice and easy. If you want to change trajectories, just change the loft on the club that you're using. Yeah, nice and easy. Okay, so set up. Feet club head width apart. Weight's going to be on the left hand side. Foot close to the hole. Ball position right through the middle of the feet there. Perfect. And then we're going to have a nice straight line going from the golf ball up through the hands with the shaft to maintain loft. Keep that little triangle shape between the arms and the shoulders. Rock the shoulders and brush the grass, okay? Really important, especially on these shots that require a little bit of commitment, to actually get some good practice swings in there and get some real feedback from the ground. Start to develop a positive relationship with the ground, okay? Right, T, let's see it. Nice. Yeah, lovely shot.
Very good.
So you can see there, golf ball's gone a little bit higher, it's landed nice and soft because it's got a steeper landing angle. And again, with this shot, because you've got so much loft in your hands, don't be afraid to put a little bit of speed into it. With a high lofted club, the ball's just going to go more up than it will forward. So you always want to keep that commitment in the shot.
Absolutely.
Right, come on, last one, let's try and hold it.
Well, I'll try, but
Yeah.
super important with this one as well. Let's keep that weight onto that left-hand side.
Definitely.
I see so many people leaning backwards trying to help the golf ball up in the air.
Yeah.
All you're going to do is you're either going to chunk it or you're going to get that leading edge hitting the ball first.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good point.
And you're going to get that scooty one going across the deck.
Definitely.
Keep the weight on that left side.
Well done.
A little bit firm, but I'll do.
Right, shot 4?
Shot 4.
Shot 4.
Right, so shot number 4 is the flop shot. The old flopperoonie.
Floppadopolis.
The old Wayne Rooney. Right, now, again, going back to the imagination, we're going to hit a flop shot in this scenario because H has got maybe 2 yards of green to work with. And also, with the topography of the land, he's going to land on a downslope, so that ball's going to run away from him even further. So it's super important that H gets this ball descending on an aggressive line, on a steep line, making sure that ball stops as quickly as possible. So first of all, H, the lie's good.
Yep.
So we can get away with this shot.
Yep.
What club have you gone with?
58.
58.
All
Nice.
the loft I've got.
Right, so set up H. First of all, I want a wider stance and I want the feet, knees, hips and shoulders pointing ever so slightly left of target.
Yep.
Now, before you take your grip, I want you to do this. I want you to lie it down on the ground normal.
Yep.
I want you to twist the club face open.
Yep.
I want you to drop the hands.
Yep.
And now I want you to take your normal grip.
Okay.
That's going to open up that club face. It's going to be pointing ever so slightly to the right of target, and that's going to ensure that that golf ball pops itself up as soon as we make contact. Right, now finally we're going to keep our weight on our left side like always, and on our practice swings, H, I want you to feel as if you're just bruising the turf underneath the golf ball. Perfect. We can also have the feeling of on our follow through, we're going to keep the loft on the club face. Now to do that, we'd like you to feel that the club face is keep pointing at you after the strike. We don't want those hands rolling over, de-lofting it and also sending it left. So, tough little shot for this for you, H.
Tough one, isn't it?
But come on then, let's see it, mate.
Right, come on. Think Sevy.
Lovely. Great shot.
It's probably, like, I'd take that.
Now, it's interesting that H has just said that. H is a professional golfer, and he's just knocked it 6 foot past. He said he'd take that in this scenario, which I would completely agree with as well. It's tough, it's winter golf, the lie isn't going to be fantastic. He's got a bunker to get over, he's got water the other side of the green, he's got 2 yards of green to work with, and you're landing on a downslope.
Yeah, definitely. Like for me here, landing wise, I'm not even thinking about landing it in the fringe or short of the hole. I'm just trying to visualise landing it in the hole, just so I've got that little bit of commitment, because it's better to be past than in that bunker, isn't it?
Absolutely. Let's not compound the error that you're in here. We want to land it just over the bunker. Very nice that, mate.
That was all right, wasn't it?
Very nice. We don't want to get too cute here. We don't want to put ourselves in that bunker in an even tougher shot and turn a possible bogey or a double bogey into quadruple bogey and so on. Oh, perfect. Great shot.
Yeah, take it.
Fantastic. Right, shot 4, the flop shot. Only play this one when you have to.
Bosh.
Shot 5.
Right, okay, so shot number 5, bunker shots, okay? Something that so many people overcomplicate, but really it's the easiest shot in golf because you're not even hitting the golf ball.
No.
Yeah, easy as that. Right, okay, so let's talk setup. Firstly, tee, we're going to get those feet nice and wide. You can dig those feet in a little bit, give yourself a good solid base, okay? You don't want those feet messing around at all. Ball position is going to be forward of centre, okay? Under sort of like your left ear, if you like. Perfect, okay? That weight is going to be on your lead side, the foot closest to the hole, okay? Very, very good. And again, we want to open that club face a little bit before you grip it. Perfect. Shaft position, nice and neutral, no shaft lean, anything like that. And all I want you to focus on here is hitting the sand an inch behind the golf ball, okay? Focus on trying to throw some sand onto the green. That's going to ensure that you get the right kind of commitment and speed needed to get the ball out. We don't want any deceleration in the bunker, okay, because you're just going to leave that ball in there. Right, T, so let's see it. Good setup. Let's keep some speed in that shot. Lovely. Oh,
Bit like that one.
beautiful. Seve-esque.
Very good.
Right, and again, let's see it. Another helpful tip here, something that I do with a lot of my lessons, is try and draw a little box around the ball, like a £20 note size. And you've got a little box there, and just think about excavating that sand onto the green. Perfect.
Ooh,
Lovely
dancing.
shot. Bunker shots, completed it.
Yeah, a bit of dancing.
Go on then, one more. See if you can hold one.
Again, super important with this. Let's keep that weight on that left side.
100%.
Biggest error in golf. People leaning back, trying to get that golf ball up in the air. It doesn't work.
Doesn't.
Golf club gets golf ball up in the air.
Lovely.
Nip that one.
Yeah, proper nippy. Right, good stuff. There you have it. Short game completed.
Easy.
Right, okay, so there you have it. You've got 5 shots to work on around the greens. We've got stock chip shot, we've got bump and run, we've got high lofted shot, a flop shot, and a bunker shot, okay? So just think, on the stock shot, high shot, and the bump and run, all you're doing is changing your golf club. Everything else is the same. Flop shot is going straight up the left nostril. Bunkers, just chuck some sand on the green. Easy as that.
Yes.
Yeah? Go like, comment, and subscribe. We're off for a brew, because it's freezing.
It's cold.
It's cold.
It's so cold.
All right, see you in the next one.
See you in a bit.